have a question. If I open my camera app right now and pose for a selfie, can I sell this as an NFT? Is that how easy it is? I'm kidding, by the way, before people start coming for me. But genuinely, I watched a video, before we get into this, I watched a video last night on, like, crypto and NFTs and stuff like that. And it is so beyond my brain capability to understand any of that. And I don't think that makes me dumb. I used to always think that made me dumb. No, that shit is just unnecessarily confusing. But hi, Mucker. Welcome back to today's video. I hope you're doing well. We've got to talk about what's happening. Okay. So last night I'm scrolling on YouTube and I go onto my subscriptions and I'm subscribed to like all of Trisha's like 10 different YouTube channels, and she posts on her second channel, which is just called Trisha Paytas, going broke, I'm desperate for views, which is just ironic, and obviously she's playing into the full narrative that everyone's putting out there about, you know, her being broke and spending too much money, that she was the first one to put out there, by the way.
Good vibrations, good vibrations. I've got even better vibrations. In fact, I've got the strongest vibrations that you could possibly get. On adamandeve.com, using code ADAM50 for 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada and shipping everywhere else. A company that puts out such great vibrations, if you know what I mean, that also have a lot of their proceeds going to fighting the spread of HIV and raising awareness, and a company that does good. 24/7 customer service, 90-day no-hassle return. You can get the best vibrations, or vibrators, on adamandeve.com using code ADAM50 for 50% off one item. Okay, seriously, 50% off one item and free shipping? Listen, you got your Christmas present for yourself sorted with this code, and also for your friends, or your family, depending on what y'all talk about. You know what I mean? Code ADAM50, 50% off one item and free shipping in the US and Canada, shipping everywhere else as well. The packaging, no one will know what it is when it arrives, and I think that is incredible, and you will really enjoy the products. Come on, it's December. Final month of the year. You deserve a treat. I know I will. On with the video.
And in this video, by the way, because I do want to watch this and commentate on it, for the purpose of that, I am going to link the video below because, you know, I'm watching this fair use, commentating on it, but if you want to watch Trisha's full video, it'll be linked below. Not sponsored, not on a fucking payroll. Payrolls don't even fucking exist, let me tell you. But anyway, just for the sake of me, like, watching a chunk of this video, I am going to link it below just to keep myself right. But Trisha is so bizarre in this video. Is basically doing a 180 on the Ace family and is saying how invasive and rude it is that people are almost preying on their downfall. If you've watched, I did a set of videos on, they released a video called Our House Story, and it was talking about the fact that their house is up for foreclosure and allegedly they weren't even paying their bills, and, you know, apparently they're struggling with money and all this, right? So Trisha has made multiple videos on the Ace family in the past, including 2 big live streams, like podcasts, on the Ace family, accusing Austin of cheating, and has talked about their financial ability before, but is now doing a 180 because people are doing it to Trisha. Trisha is saying how rude it is and how, you know, people are so disturbed for basically assuming too much about their, you know, financial ability. And listen, at the end of the day, it's only Trisha's opinion now because it's happening to Trisha. And in this video, Trisha's basically gloating about the fact that Trisha is not broke and is saying that I have so many income sources that you don't even know about. I have investments. Moses has investments. I bought all these things. Like, basically, like, I want to live my lavish lifestyle. I'm going to spend, you know, $200,000 on a music video, and y'all broke bitches can't even spell money. This kind of narrative again, and it's like, alright, you would think you would go for a little bit more of a humble approach, you know, with your current public state, but maybe not. So what I'm gonna do is I have skipped to the portion of Trisha kind of justifying that she is now on the side of Ace family, I mean of fucking course, and talks about her own financial ability and the fact that people are speculating about that, and I just want to go through it, and I'm gonna go through this little clip and we're gonna talk about it. So again, this is from Trisha's video, Going Broke, Desperate for Views. So this is talking about the Ace family releasing the video talking about the fact that their house is up for foreclosure and that allegedly it wasn't even their house or paying with to begin with.
Like, I always had backup plans, okay? Like, worrying about other people's finances is just so, it's just like, Why? Well, I don't understand. I guess
Trisha has done it to Ace Family in the
It really
past,
just
keep in
made
mind.
me sad. Like, I did videos about, like, Austin, like, cheating, and I took him down because I was just like, honestly, that's also not my place. Like, maybe they're open with it, maybe she
She took them down after she got the views and money from it. I see the grind. I see the grind. Okay.
What is it my place to say that was old Trish? But it's like...
That was old Trish. Whenever Trisha was, like, on Frenemies and Brave. I see the grind. I see the grind. Okay, Jesus.
People, like, losing their house because they ultimately, like, let it go, but because they put so much into it and got scammed and then lost, like, they lost a lot of money, and they were in good spirits about it, and obviously they're making a ton of money. I think they revealed that their mortgage was like $70,000 a month, which is like good for you. Like, honestly, props. But they just bought another house that was already done and finished. So it's like, why are people like assume, especially like when I post like something to promote Only Trish, they're like, must be going broke, time to pay for that wedding. It's like, no, this is my income.
It's really interesting that Trisha's saying this because Trisha has made so many jokes as of recently that, you know, she's going broke herself. You know, she's spending too much money. She can't keep up this lifestyle. Like, Trisha has been the one who has said this on TikTok and on live streams and on, you know, podcast episodes. And it's like, Trisha has no problem putting it out there, but whenever people, like, collect all the times Trisha has said this and then, you know, compare it with what Trisha's spending right now, and again, it's none of mine or your business what anyone is using their money to, you know, spend on or whatever, but it's like Trisha is putting this out, and then whenever people, like, compile it into one long video, and yeah, it looks pretty damned whenever people, like, pull all these different things together, it's like, oh, people are just trying to, you know, come for me and all like this, and it's like, baby girl, you know, people are compiling what you've said online, and I do think Trisha, you know, knows that to an extent. I mean, Trisha has said in the video earlier that it's December and ad rates are up and basically advertisers are spending more money for ads on YouTube and YouTubers are making more money, and Trisha's like, you know, I'm gonna, you know, feed into clickbait a little bit here and there, you know, to get the views up and get the money. And it's like, okay, even that, like, you're insinuating that you just need more money or you want more money, and it's like, okay, you're even still in this video, it's like, and then you're like, I just spent $10,000 on like a gold fucking tiger, and then like a fake one. I mean, Moses, it was probably a real one before Moses got at it. I'm kidding, Jesus Christ. And then all these music videos, and Trisha's like, I want to keep up this lifestyle, so I'm going to keep up my income. And again, I completely agree with where Trisha's coming from here, where it's like, if I'm posting the links to my social medias or my OnlyFans, it's not me going broke, it's me trying to promote them. I don't know if anyone was assuming that or whatever, but I think that's pretty valid. That's exactly what's happening, and I can completely understand the confusion with people, but I also understand that literally that's Trisha promoting her sources of income right now, and she's going to do that whether people like her or not to continue getting income. But Trisha's making a big point in this video that she's like so clever that she has so many different streams of income, and it's like, I don't know how I feel about any YouTuber. I criticize the Ace Family for it, and I'm going to criticize Trisha for it, where it's like them preaching how much money they have at us, and it's just like, we're like normal day-to-day people, and it's like, how are we supposed to respond to someone that literally makes like millions of dollars, or even hundreds of thousands? It's like, that's not us.
OnlyFans has always been my main source of income. Like, why would I not keep promoting that?
True.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
I have sponsorships, which is my second source of income, and then like AdSense, you know, that comes up too, and then I have music, and there's other things that I've like invested in. Obviously, I'm on the NFT space now, and I love
not NFTs. Awesome. Not NFTs. If Trisha Paytas understands NFTs and I don't, there's an issue here.
NFTs, OpenSea.io/official Trisha Paytas. Like, I love finding out.
The thing is, Trisha literally sells pictures on as NFTs of like her in mental hospital and stuff. Who's buying that?
Money, I love all of that, but like me promoting OF, which is my job, it's my primary job. There's TikTok too. I forgot about TikTok. There's TikTok too.
We're so happy you're so rich. Like, what? There's
all these sources, right? And stuff outside, and I'm talking about stuff outside of being on social media, stuff online still. I do a lot of stuff online, but like outside of social media. And honestly, I don't delve into all that because people already trying just like, I see how people are on YouTube just trying to like, oh, get her off this or talk to this person. If I disclose every way I'm making money, people are going to just try and like find ways to ruin it because people just want to see people fail for, I don't know why. I have a whole spiritual channel that literally talks about like wishing loving kindness onto everybody because not only is that like good for your heart and spirit, because like,
keep in mind, This is coming from Trisha defending the fact that they've made videos like talking about the Ace family and speculating about them, and how Trisha now takes that back. And it's like, okay, people are doing that about you now. Maybe in a couple months they'll take it back like you take it back about talking about the Ace family. You know, this comes full circle. You know, we're putting those vibrations out to you the same way you did to Ace family, talking about your terminology, and maybe we'll take those vibrations back like you did that. Does that make sense, Trisha? I'm trying to like, I know you like vibrations. Talking about vibrations, code Adam50 on adamandeve.com. This isn't even sponsored. I just like making that joke.
Like,
that is a code though.
When you want that, when you genuinely want that for someone and see someone do good, you're getting that back. And let's say you don't even like me, you don't want to see me do well. By watching me, you're inviting whatever sort of negative emotion you're having. Or
yeah, y'all. You should be ashamed. Like, you should be ashamed, mucker.
Watch people, right? I used to watch people and I'm like, oh, it makes me feel better.
Here we go, Trisha being like, I can't believe people are hate watching me, and then Trisha being like, I hate watch. Like, fuck me, what?
It made me feel worse. I was feeling all these emotions, anger, hate, all this stuff like that. Sometimes people I don't even know. Most of the time, you guys probably don't even know me in real life. And it's like, it was really destroying my soul. And it's just so crazy. You know, I was watching the Ace family thing. Like, I think Catherine has even like said something like, she doesn't know who I am or something. And it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care about that. But I do feel bad that I was like attributing to this, you know, especially if they were going through something. Who knows? Maybe it's not true, but whatever. There was like rumors that like he was cheating or whatever.
Look at this, Trisha. This is Trisha's new way of like talking about drama. Is like, I'm not gonna talk about drama. I'm so far past that. You know, people like to say that Austin's cheating and that they don't pay for the house. But that's not me. I'm not gonna say that. But again, it is out there that they're not paying for the house and, you know, they're cheating and they have a broken family and stuff. But I would never put those vibrations out. I'm telling you that other people put it out. And it's like, okay, baby, where's your sources? Sources are like looking in the mirror.
Even if someone is going through that, like, you don't know the knowledge of that person. Maybe they're okay with it. Maybe they stay together for the kids. And because they have kids involved, it's like, it's even, I feel even worse, like, talking about it. And then watching that video, I was just like, wow, damn, like, okay, yeah, they didn't lose their house and they're well off and they're able to get another house, like, really good for them. But that sucks for anyone. Getting scammed out of money sucks for anyone. And, like, I honestly feel bad for them, and like the thing
about the Ace family though is that they're preaching that they weren't smart with their money. They're not. They've said that they don't want to be the victims. They're telling us that they gave their children cold baths because they got a house that was not finished, that they didn't even basically own because they had no certificate of occupancy, and then they're saying that they had no problem buying Lamborghinis and spending $45,000 on a door. These are not people to feel sorry for, and it's not a case of, oh, let's not feel sorry for the rich. It's like, let's not feel sorry for the Ace family because they're preaching to us that they're so much more rich than us, even whenever they're trying to be like, oh, we got scammed for money. I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for someone like that. That's just me. I don't know. Like, I don't know, Trisha. I don't agree with you on this.
I don't know. I don't really know much about them. I don't follow them, but it's like...
But you just said you hate watch them.
And then if someone is going broke, right? If someone is going broke, like, why are you trying to, like, shit on people, like, for making money, for, like, hustling? Like, why are more people applauding? Like, oh, I'm glad you're doing that. It's so insane to me. People are like, I'm worried about her, your finances or whatever. And it's like, I've been making music videos since 2015. High budget. And of course, this year I was blessed with another income opportunity, so I was like, oh, let's do
What was that called? What was that other income called? Did it rhyme with frenemies? Let's talk about it.
But I'm never going to stop doing music videos because whether they're $300,000 videos or $50,000 music videos, like, I love them all the same. I have, like, Bollywood videos planned, which are so freaking expensive.
We can't wait.
And it's like, that's what I like to do with my money.
Okay, and here's my thing, right? People are criticizing Trisha for that statement, and I'm like, again, if you have the money and you want to spend it on that, good for you. Like, if you want to spend $200,000 on a music video, okay, it's not our money. Fuck me.
My husband is a saver. Like, he loves to save. Like, when I met him, he had, like, just...
Moses loves saving money. The saving is, like, taking money out of Trisha's purse and being like, I'm putting it in a saving account. I'm kidding. Moses probably has an exceptional job with exceptional income, and good for him. I'm putting out the good vibrations to Moses. Good for him.
Because he just never spends. He's still like that. He's such a saver. He has his building that he's invested in. I have my other house that I invested in, and we invested in this house together. Like, You know what I mean? But it's like the
Yes.
fact that people or
We invest all the time,
the other
Trish.
thing is everyone's like, oh, what is Moses' job? What does he do? What does he attribute? And it's like, why are people so worried? First and foremost, like the fact that like he does so much with me and for me is like amazing, but he's been able to like work mostly from home. He does have like sites he goes to, like job sites and stuff, but he does work mostly from home, and like that's a really great thing. He's a designer, he can design furniture. Of course he has to go in and look at like, you know,
Yeah, y'all, Moses is a designer. He does little doodles on Snapchat all the time. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get the craft of it. And he created a big sofa for Trisha in their house. You wouldn't get the craft.
But he can design whole houses from home, which is like great. Yes,
On The Sims? Trisha, are we talking about The Sims 4? Y'all wouldn't get it. Moses is creating I want to play The Sims. He's creating apartment complexes. He's creating multi-million-dollar houses using Motherload on The Sims 4. Good for him. Good for him. That's true. She didn't clarify if she meant in person or on The Sims. What else is he creating on The Sims, Trisha? I can't believe.
Really great. And we can
By the way, if you watch or play The Sims, what is your favorite Sims game? Sims 3 is my baby. Sims 2 is currently my baby. Sims 4, you're the worst thing ever created. I would assume that Moses probably plays Sims 4.
people just like so concerned about people's finances. And Catherine said it in the video, which kind of made
My thing about Trisha being like, people are so concerned about, you know, our finances, it's like because you've always made it a conversation. You've always made it a topic that you've talked about. Finances, making so much money. On Frenemies, it was always gloat, 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 gloat. And it's like, again, it's your money, good for you. But it's like, you can't have the narrative be so great about your money where people are talking about it months ago, praising you, and then, you know, criticizing you for it now. It's all the same, and it's like, all right, if it's made a conversation, people are going to talk about it. And especially when all of your audience make nothing compared to what you make. Like, I don't know what was expected. I don't know.
I don't know them, and I really do sincerely feel awful for judging them or going on the hate train that is like Ace Family. Oh, it gets views, it gets this. And I did that for like, I think I did 2 episodes of my hateful podcast I don't even want to mention because it was just, I canceled it after 6 episodes. And I felt really, really bad, but she had said something that like really is what I'm resonating with now, which is like when you worry about someone else's finances, all the universe is hearing is you're worrying about finances. So, and wishing ill will, like if you are like laughing and wishing ill will on anyone's downfall, but specifically housing situation and getting scammed and all that stuff like that, like it's even let's say like they deserved it. If you're thinking karmatically speaking or whatever like that, they deserve it. It's still not good for your karmic intake. You know what I mean? It's still not good for
And Trishy, I completely agree with you. However, your audience has been built on that style of content. So that's why your audience are now doing it to you, because they're still watching your videos, but you've done a 180 of your personality, but your audience subscribed because you were doing that to the likes of Ace Family, so now they're doing it to you. I wonder what vibrations you put out for them to come back that hard. It's like a frisbee. Fascinating.
energy, because we are all energies. It's still not good for yours to like relish in the downfall of other people. And I'm telling you firsthand, I know this because while it feels good, like it can come back around. That negative energy, that ill will you're wishing on other people is going to come right back to you, wanting others to cancel, wanting other people to suffer, even if they did you wrong.
This is so sorry, I'm like sitting in awe that this is like Trisha Paytas preaching this to us. Like Trisha Paytas is preaching this to us. What a year this has been. What a year. Months ago we were watching Frenemies, where I don't even have to elaborate on that sentence. Wow. What a year. 2021 has been full of little twists and turns and surprises.
It will not help your situation at all. Like you can choose to win or you can choose to be a victim. I say this all the time. And it's like you have to choose the high road every time, because I have chosen the low road. I tried to drag other people down, and sometimes it's like, oh yes, I got them down to my level, but then what?
You know what point I do want to bring up? Trisha is trying to preach to people that they shouldn't do what Trisha has done, which is like bringing people down and making videos on people. But then Trisha gloats about her lifestyle, and she's allowed to do that. You know, she has all this money now and she has all these houses and property. But she openly acknowledges that she got that because she made so much money from doing this and engaging in this behavior. And so is gloating about that to the audience, but then telling the audience strictly not to do the thing that made her that. What? What? Surely she sees that, like, point. Maybe? No? She has to. Maybe not. Maybe I'm giving a little bit too much credit. I would hope that Trisha would see that point. Lord.
But then you were all just stuck in this, like, rut, this sewer fill. And I was in that sewer fill for a long time. And
which made
like,
you the
if
money.
other people still see me there, that's fine. But like for me, it just feels so much better to really hope and pray that everyone does well, because it helps me, it helps the universe, it helps the flow, the well-being. And I'm not about to block anyone else's. I don't want to block it for myself.
Okay.
And there is enough. One thing I've learned studying the universe and the energies and all that stuff is there is enough abundance for everyone. The universe is amazing.
I feel like I'm high listening to this, and I'm stone cold sober.
You cannot give the universe. The universe will do it all 10 times more than you because it is unlimited. And I think that's something we need to know. And I don't know, everyone was so worried, so I was like, let me just do this at the end of this, about my finances, because I do have
I feel like I was, like, tripping there, listening to that universe speech. Good for Trisha, clearly more educated than me on the universe. I just think this is so ironic, I really do. There's nothing more to me to say than just this is incredibly ironic. Very. So, with that being said, I want to know your opinion. We'll talk about it below. I really appreciate your time. I really, really, really do. Let me know how you're doing, and let me know your opinion. We'll talk about it below. Thank you so much for watching, and bye, mucker. Mwah!